Welcome back to the Auto Guy channel. Today I have a special video. I have this 2023 Ram 1500 Classic. So let's talk a bit about Ram for a second. It's been around for a long time, everybody's seen it around, but nowadays a lot of the market is looking for the higher expensive trucks that offer more luxuries and more creature comforts, and with the cost of everything that's been going on, the prices are starting to increase up to 80, 90 to even 100,000, and not a lot of people who are looking to buy a truck for work reasons are willing to pay that 90,000. So that's why this exists. This is using Ram's older part boxes to make something that's a bit more affordable, a bit more cheap, and a bit more rugged. So let's take a look at this truck real quick. Alright guys, let's take a look at this exterior real quick. Starting off with the front grille, we have the classic 1500 grille that's been around for a long time now, and it gives it that bulk, aggressive look that we all love. So moving to the right side, we can see that we do get standard halogen headlights. These do not come with LEDs or projectors. These are just normal reflective halogens. We have the halogen turn signal and a halogen high beam. Coming all the way down here, we get the chrome bumper. We do not get fog lamps, which is because this is the base model, and we get these fake air vents. Not a big fan of those. I wish they opened that up, but it is what it is. We get this massive hood in the middle, 9 sharp lines. In your rear mirror, it's going to look very aggressive. Moving on to the side of the truck, we are getting 20-inch alloy rims that are sitting on 275/60 tires, which are not bad they're great for the street, but obviously you can't do any off-roading with them. But that's not the intended purpose for stock wheels, right? We can see our 5.7 liter Hemi badge on the side. Here's our Ram 1500 Classic logo. We do get black mirrors. You do not get a turn signal indicator on the side. Like I said, this is a base model, so they're trying to keep it as cheap as possible. We're getting blacked out door handles here on the side. We do get tinted windows from the factory in the back, but other than that, it's a pretty basic side design. We can see our 5-foot bed in the back. Plenty of space, plenty of storage. This does not come with the Ram box. It is an option, but this one is not equipped with the Ram box. As we move to the back, we can see our halogen rear lights, our halogen reverse lights, and our halogen turn signals that are integrated into the rear lights. We move on backwards, we can see the SLT badge, our standard backup camera, our big Ram logo, and our 4x4 badge. We also have our 3-pin and 6-pin connectors for our towing needs. You can see that it comes with the chrome bumper. There's no exhaust tips out the back unless you upgrade to one of the higher end trims on this truck. But it does have an exhaust that comes out the side, and I'll let you guys listen to it. Back up at the business end of the truck, we can take a look at the amazing 5.7 liter V8, pushing about 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. It is made into an 8-speed transmission. Plenty of power, plenty of get and go. You can really spin those wheels if you really want to. We all like to have a little fun sometimes, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a great reliable engine. It's great on gas. A lot of people do tend to stay away from V8s because of the stereotypical it's not good on gas, but this is really good on gas. We're looking at about 10.1 kilometers per 100 liters. And so yeah, it's a great engine. Love the motor itself, and all our Mopar fans out there, you know how much we love our Hemi engines. Alright guys, now into the interior of this 1500. We can see it is all soft touch plastic up here, but we do get chrome door handles and this brushed aluminum finish on the door handle. Like I said, it is a bit more simple because this is a work truck, so you're not going to get the leather, you're not going to get the nicer wood materials that are coming in the higher end trucks. We move on to the dashboard, all hard touch plastic. We have a little storage box in here and our glove box down here. We have a little storage pocket right there, our AC vents. We move to the center of the dash. We have our dual AC vents. Now this does have single zone climate control. You do not get dual zone climate control. A little storage pocket here. We have our 115 volt AC household type power connector. As you can see, a lot of missing buttons. When you pay such a cheap price, you're not gonna get a lot of the features. We have our traction control off and we have our tow hold mode. That's it. We have the smaller infotainment system. This does not have the Uconnect system that the higher end trucks have. Obviously you're not paying that much, but it is a great system. You do not get Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. This does comes with standard radio, and you do get Bluetooth. You can connect your phone, but you won't be able to see your maps or anything on there. Our power volume knob, our tuning knob, our AC controls. We have our hazards here. This does have the rotary style shifter, as you can see. A lot of people are not a big fan of that. Personally, I think it opens up a bit more space. Now, this being the work truck spec, you do get a middle seat. This is an option. You can get a center console, just a center console, or you can get the middle seat with the center console option. We have storage in here. It's not the biggest. If you go for the center console one, we do get a deeper console, but this is like the seat console one, so we're not gonna get as much space. 3 cup holders, plenty of drinks going around for everybody on the truck. We can see a little storage down here if no one's sitting here, just to keep your phone, keep your wallet, something good down here. We have a little storage here. Open it up, we can keep your purse or wallet or whatever you need to put it in here. We have a 12-volt connector down here, 2 of them. And we have our 4x4 controls. We have our 4-wheel drive lock, our 4-wheel drive low, our 2-wheel drive, and our neutral. Alright guys, now let's get you guys into the driver's seat of this 1500 Ram. I'll show you around a bit. We can see we have our typical analog style gauge clusters. It is nice. I do like the design of it, but as you may know, some of the higher end trucks do come with a digital gauge cluster, which this doesn't need. I'm completely happy with this, as this is not trying to be a luxury truck by any means. Moving on to the steering wheel, we have our buttons to control our center screen in the gauge cluster. We have our cruise control and our manual gear shift. It's not the best, but it will get you out of a situation if you need to go into a lower gear. We have our voice control and our call accept or call decline button. We can see that this does only have one stock. Ram managed to fit all the wiper controls and the high beam and turn signals onto this, so we twist for the wipers to turn on, push in for the mist, and we obviously high beams and turn signals. It is a good option. It clears up space from here. And moving on to the left side, we can see our headlight controls. We have auto, park lights, and low beams, our AC vents, and we have our bed light and our interior light controls to control the interior lights. Moving on to the door panel, we have our power locks, lock, unlock. We have our front 2 automatic power windows. They are power and automatic. We have our mirror controls, and as you can see below, we can see our parking brake. It is a foot pedal and pull to release. And we have our sound system, which is not bad. It is a really good sound system for a base model truck. We have a little pocket here with the Ram badging. And yeah, like I said, it's all hard touch plastic. It's not trying to be a luxury truck. It's not trying to be something that it's not. It's a hard working truck, and you know, you're gonna get that rugged feel when you step in. We also have 2 cup holders down here and storage pocket here to keep all of your important belongings. Now let's take a step into the back seats. Alright guys, now let's move on to the rear seat of this 1500. Starting off with the door panels, we can see a similar design to the front seats or front doors. We can see that we do get a small storage spot up here. We do get a bigger storage spot up here. You can fit plenty of socks, plenty of big water bottles down here. Moving on to the inside, at 5'7", you get plenty of space. The seat is all the way back as far as it can go, and I have plenty of leg room, plenty of headroom. I'm sitting very comfortably. The seat has a slant to it, so I'm not sitting very upright, and it's really comfortable. Moving on, you do get 2 AC vents in the middle of the truck. You have 2 cup holders down here, and this does have a center armrest that folds down. You get 2 cup holders up here as well. And you know, these are great cloth seats, so it tends to, if you're using it for heavy duty work stuff, it does tend to get a bit dirtier faster, but it is easy to clean. It's nice. You do have 2 map pockets on both of the seats, and yeah, it's a really comfortable ride back here. You do not feel cramped, or you do not feel like this is a punishment. This is completely doable for a long road trip. Alright guys, now let's take a quick look at the bed of this truck. Now this does not have dampened tailgate, so it is just going to drop down, so you got to be careful of that. And it comes with a drop-in bed liner by Duraliner. This is a factory option. You can choose to get a spray-in bed liner, which I do recommend because the drop-in bed liners seem to leave a gap in the middle, which over time tend to, when water and rain gets in, it tends to cause rust underneath the body. So I do highly recommend getting a spray-in bed liner. But as you can see, we do have four hook options to tie down anything you need in the bed of the truck. Alright guys, that wraps up today's video for this 1500. It's been a great truck. I highly recommend it for those who are looking to get into a truck. But yeah, that concludes today's video and have a great ride.